what happened? Like what got us to this point? Why is Team Achieve Prosperity Club? Why is it even a thing? What are we doing? Are we doing anything different? Then that's really what I want to roll out and make sure that if you know about Team Achieve, great. If you don't know, then this is a great introduction to you. All right. Um, I see the chat is doing something, so I will definitely pop through. Bop, 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 bop. Yes, Kopi. Yeah, we've all done some videos to talk about it. But today, yeah, I know Anthony is definitely doing abundance of videos and notifications. So reach out, check it out, get some updates on that. Ready for a good idea, the whole XRP. Yes, you are right. Blue Sky says, XRP, wholesome XRP, as well as XDC and XLM. There's another one called XYO, which is literally born out of San Diego, and it's phenomenal. Has a proof of provenance and a proof of location, something different from a lot of other things in this space. Fusion was first, yes, sir. Anthony did a video, and boom. So yeah, you can get updates. Definitely scan through. Like I said, a lot of good folks in this space doing great things. Nothing but respect and love for all my fellow content creators out there in this space. So we're going to talk about the final four. So normally I would literally talk about everything I just talked about right here. That's why that's here, to just have a conversation, right? An easy space to just talk. Like, what are we going to talk about? Let's just throw something out there. But since we are time sensitive and we have a nice group of folks on, I don't want to delay. I want to get right into Team Achieve Prosperity Club. We're talking about control the outcome, right? How do you predict the future? You create it. Control the outcome, avoid the pitfalls. We learn, we shift, we prosper. Now, without going too far, I want to make sure that I don't forget, which is so important to me, and I think to the rest of the world, while we're talking about prosperity, while we're talking about all the great things that we can do and should do and want to do, with that level of prosperity and positive mentality, let's not forget that there are a lot of places in the world today that are struggling, that are fighting for their freedom, that are absolutely being pushed to the bottom of the ladder without asking to be pushed to the bottom of the ladder. So while we're talking about prosperity and we're talking about, taking advantage of the good, then don't forget that your humanity has to be front and center, right? Really remember that. So I don't take this for granted. I don't do this just because I don't know what's going on. The world's in a mess, and we got to take care of home first, and then we can take care of a lot of other things. So please keep that in mind, and let's focus. All right, 2024. What is Team Achieve Core 4? Just real quick, like I said, I'm not going to go all in on every piece of this, but the Team Achieve Core 4, me and Brandon Adams had a conversation, found out that both of us had something called Core 4. His Core 4 is much more elaborate than mine, believe me. Mine is just part of the Team Achieve concept. So the reason that, and I'll give you like some background on that in a minute, but this is something that I wanted to narrow down. So when I say Core 4, right, the essence of that is Core 4 is set up to minimize to maximize, right? To minimize the noise in this space, but to maximize return. I don't need to do a new program every week, every month, or every 3 months to be successful or to even enjoy what I do. All I need to do is help a community of people earn a decent income on a continuous basis and then scale that to wherever they want to go, right? Your goals, your financial decisions, your direction, your achievement is part of what I do. I don't do it for you, but I provide the vehicle. I don't provide the vehicle. I provide the model, right, through a Team Achieve concept to make sure that you're protected as much as possible, right? I can't take away all the risks, but all I can do is provide enough information and education and direction. That's what a coach does. Therefore, I allow you to make your decision, but I give you the tools to make that decision. This is what Core 4 minimize to maximize is about. There's not a whole lot of information out there going different directions. You ain't got to go through a whole lot of steps. All you need to know is, one, we identify 4 solid selections. We look at all of these programs and identify 4 that work. We set on those 4 and we roll with those 4, right? While you see everything flipping and flopping out there, we roll with those 4, period. Okay, why? Because they work. And I'll show you that in a minute. Mid to long-term choices. Mid to long. I didn't say short term. I didn't say every week, every month. No, 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 no. That's something that I know some people need cash flow. So I'm not saying that we don't afford that opportunity, because we have to take care of our community. People need cash flow. We got to figure out a way to get the cash flow. So that's where the short term comes in. But that's not the focus. So if a short term play comes and goes, it doesn't shake the tree. I hope you get that. It doesn't shake the tree. We are still solid, because midterm to long term is the core of Team Achieve. Simple profit plans, primary passive options. It's got to be primarily passive, because most people are not going to talk to anybody, don't care about talking to anybody, and they just got burnt in the last 2 or 3 programs, so they're not going to talk to anybody. No problem. Put money in and you can start earning it, period. It's got to have that simple profit plan. If you want to be part of an affiliate plan, it's available, right? So these are some of the things that we look for in order to bring into what we are doing to make sure you're successful, okay? Secure and scalable. What does scalable mean in this context? If they have one particular primary plan within that program, I look to see if this works really well, what else do you have? I don't need to go find something else. I want to make sure that I'm, bringing something to the community that you don't have to keep looking and looking and looking, because you can scale right here and then scale here and scale here. Now, if you choose, because you're at a place where you can do it, you take that and then you say, you know what, I like this program, but I want to add another program. That's where the growth and scale concept comes in on stage 3 in the actual process that we go through, right? But it must align with the brand. What do I mean? That's exactly what I mean. If it doesn't align with my values, then I don't bring it into to Team Achieve. That's it, right? I have a brand and I want to continue building that brand. And when somebody thinks about Team Achieve and what we're doing, they want to know that it's consistent with a certain level of integrity. And therefore, it doesn't matter how much money can be made in a particular program. If 20,000 people say this is a great program, guess what? If I don't see it aligning with the brand and the example of what I want to set, it will not be part of Team Achieve. Doesn't matter how much money is made in that. I'm not going to do it. Okay. So those are the things that are really the core of what Team Achieve is about. So the process, which you saw at the Core 4, Brandon Adams Core 4 Mastermind Summit, we had this on screen, and I talked about the risk tolerance assessment. So that's step 1. Step 2, we figure out cash or cash flow, right? Some people have money, some people don't. Guess what? We work with everybody, right? I don't charge people. We just work with everybody. So you determine if you have money and you want to just, figure out where do I put it, then we talk about that, right? No investment advice, no financial advice. It's just a matter of you make the decision based upon experience that I have. Then you have growth and scale. So you determine, right? If you want to go into one and you're happy with that, or if you want to go into multiple plays, then that's where we roll. So we look at it from a growth or a scale. If you're already in there and you want to scale what you have, then we can do that too, right? And if you want to step outside of crypto, guess what? I got some options for you. Stage 4 is generational freedom, right? Everybody wants unlimited options, period, right? So that's eventually where we go. I can't take you and put you into that. That's where you go. And if it takes 6 months, if it takes 6 years, it's totally up to your discipline, your amount of money that you want to put into the programs that you see as solid. That's totally up to you, how fast you want to go. So that's really it. And this right here down at the bottom is just a little information about, some of the things that I do to figure out if it's coming into the program or if it's not. Down at the very bottom, this is not all inclusive. Only a brief look at what we do to ensure we have the best options for short, medium, and long-term opportunities for Team Achieve members. Many times multiple meetings are required, Q&As, and meetings with leadership of that platform that might become part of the organization. What is Team Achieve about, and where does Team Achieve quote unquote invest, right? I guess that's really the core of what we're doing. So I want to, and I don't, like I said, I'm not here to just give you, this is the way to go. Like these are the only programs in the world that you can make money with. It's not what we're here for. This is what I'm doing for my community. You can have many other programs out there doing whatever you want them to do, but this is for my community. Okay. All right. So on the top left, you see Maave, right, which is part of Ultron. Ultron is the blockchain company. Maave is the actual marketing company that brings the apps to the blockchain company. Those apps are really advanced. They've got a lot of background. They do a lot of great things out there. So Maave has been researched. Maave has been around for over a year, probably 3 years, because they've been around since around the time that Saphir and Zanique kicked off. So it has to be at least 2 years. So we know they have the longevity. The other thing is they have a very passionate growth, passionate people, and very proven growth and attraction. And they're actually paying on a consistent basis in a very quick way. So a lot of pluses in there. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not diving into every little thing because I have slides for that. But I just want you to know that that's what that is. Maave, the FlipMe payment hub and NFT, that system was what attracted me to that program. Yes, my good friend Timmy, he hit me up like a year ago and was like, yo, man, you got to check this out. He gave me all these details about one of the other hubs. And I was just like, it's not really something that I want to do. And so I passed on it. A year later, I see the FlipMe and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what we need. First thing I said was, how can I help my community with this FlipMe crypto banking system? Because a lot of people cannot purchase crypto. A lot of people have trouble purchasing crypto. And that's across the board. That's like everybody, everywhere. It doesn't matter where you're at. If you're dealing with any crypto, you've had a problem either purchasing it or off-ramping it to where you can use it. This right here has a solution for that. Therefore, I was like, I definitely want to get in and be a part of that. So did the research, jumped in, and it's been beautiful ever since. So great. Those guys are amazing. The leadership is incredible. They have constant Zoom calls. They're very consistent. Just really a lot of integrity there. All right. Top right, Camhurst 3D CP robots. This one is definitely a genuine staple in the Core 4 concept because this is a non-trading opportunity. So when I did my slides at the Core 4, Brandon Adams Core 4 Summit, one of the things I wanted to make clear, there are trading platforms and then there's non-trading platforms. And so those have to be part of your diversity concept, right? If you don't have a diversity strategy that incorporates multiple categories, then you're going to be doomed to fail. So Maave, non-trading. Camhurst, non-trading. Those are going to consistently continue to do what they're doing. So when you're building those organizations, you don't have to say, oh my gosh, it dipped. Oh my gosh, this went up. Oh my gosh, it went down. I don't know what to do. Oh, eventually liquidity is a problem. Eventually the broker is challenged. Oh, okay. Now what do I do? So can you make a lot of money in any trading platforms? 100%. You can make amazing money. A lot of people have made a fortune doing it and they will continue to do so. That's what most markets are doing, and that's how people make their fortunes. So don't get, I am definitely not here saying walk away from trading platforms. No. But you got to mix it up, right? Non-trading is going to take you further, period. Okay. So that's what Camhurst 3D CP robot. What is Camhurst? Camhurst is a house building robots. That's the technology that builds robots. It's a machine that actually builds robots, builds houses. All right. So yes, I had an opportunity. Hope you can hear me. I think it's gonna. Okay. Are we good? Okay. Okay. Great. So yeah, Camhurst 3D CP robots. So those are what we call property robots, and it's 3D basically. You know, understand 3D and concrete printing. And so they actually have a machine that's set up, and it actually follows a software design, and it will build the walls, and it will cut out all of the spaces for electric, water, and windows and the roof, all that kind of stuff. It'll design all that for you. And then obviously, so you don't lose jobs, you have a few people that come in and they do the electrical, they do the plumbing, they get the roof put on and make sure everything is good to go, put the doors on, do the inspection. So you still have people with jobs. So don't think, AI is not coming here to take everybody's job, but the robot will do the heavy lifting, right? And with that, it's going to save you 30 to 40%, one, on the time as well as the cost. So 3D CP robots, Camhurst has definitely changed the game, disrupting the construction industry. And I had a chance to go to the UK and visit with them. I've known two of the corporate team members for over 2 years. Work with them. Integrity is there. Pick up the phone. At least we know we can deal with a person and we can get answers. We can get help at any time. I do presentations every Wednesday, 9 a.m. PST for the Camhurst organization, and I'm happy to do that. So bottom left, let's save that for last. So we have bottom right, which is BOSS/Humanity Protocol Solutions. These are fantastic. In a nutshell, fantastic, right? Spent a lot of time with Humanity Protocol recently because it is really starting to move fast. The basics. Anyway, I have some descriptions of this, so I don't want to spend too much time just kind of going on and on. But I do have a description that I'll talk a little bit about that in a few minutes. But just to give you highlights of each one, Humanity Protocol is here to revolutionize the global labor market. How does it do that? It actually has a mission to bring in 1.5 million NFTs, or people that sign up, get you a free NFT. Hear this, people, get you a free NFT. I know I hadn't been really on the NFT thing for a long time. Now with this program, it actually brought me in and says, oh my gosh, this is something very important. It is one of the absolute leaders in charging forward in true decentralized financial markets. This program is probably one of the few that truly brings in decentralization and gives the power back to the people, like literally the people doing the work at the last part of the ladder. Like literally the ones that are in extreme poverty have the opportunity to earn every single day, whereas they didn't have that opportunity before. So I'm really passionate about the humanitarian piece of Humanity Protocol. But when I show you the slides, you're going to see that there is a whole nother piece of that will excite you as well, right? So yes, that's what I talk about humanity, because the world definitely needs good people doing the right thing so that we can move forward somehow, some way, and find peace across the globe. This is very important. Boss, I think a lot of us know a lot of us know about Blue Ocean Society, so there's no secret there. But what I want you to know, no, there's no public, announcements. There's no, public presentations. They have all that in-house. So if you want to know more about Boss, then hey, get in touch with one of the members, which is a lot of us on the Team Achieve membership. You can get in touch with any of us. You can learn a little bit about Boss. We can set you up with a call with the actual, organization. I have worked with the founder of Boss in the past. No, it was not a great experience, but I learned a lot about the person and understood where they were going. And now they have a very, very robust program that is a core, that's why it's core 4, a core part of the future of the Team Achieve Prosperity Club and how we get to that next level. Very, very long term, but it is very, very, very potentially profitable, put it like that, potentially, because I don't know what the future holds, but it definitely is setting us up for something long term. And I think you can feel safe with that one as well, based on what I understand. No financial or investment advice here, but based on what I see and what I know, definitely one of the big pluses, and that's why it's part of the 4. Fusion experience, bottom left. What can I say about Fusion? I'm gonna say this again. Fusion has been around since November 2022. Most of the top people in the industry in this space started and was like, wow, this is exciting. And then when they had some security and cyber attacks, some things that happened, they had some internal problems and they had some external problems, and they had to shut it down. So think about a program that starts And then within the first couple of months, they decide, oh my gosh, we got to shut it down because we can't fix these problems with it up and running because people may run into some problem and get hacked. And it was I mean, there was hackings as far as with wallet addresses. So would you want to have your wallet address hacked when you ask for a $2,000 withdrawal and somebody else gets it? So they shut it down and they said, we got to fix the problem. 4 months later, they came back. And guess who was doing the promotions? Guess who was doing the presentations? Rashid. You know why? Because I believed in what they were doing then, and I believe in what they're doing now, and I will continue to believe in what they're doing until that changes. So in this particular industry, I have decided to narrow down the noise. There are a lot of great programs out there that you'll hear from a lot of people. I am on board with anybody and everybody that's doing their research to provide a better way for everybody to come on board and make it happen. Make it easier for you to make a decision and feel confident with that. That's what we should be doing in this space. So I'm not here to point fingers and say anything negative about anybody that's doing that. So I just say, let's all continue to provide the best quality information so that the population that looks at us on YouTube and wherever, they can at least feel confident that you've done some research and you're providing them with the best information that you have in order to move forward. Okay. So yes, the number that you saw in the bottom right hand corner was what I earned in 2023 on some of those programs. And this one is on these programs. So 1000 Club. I'm just gonna you just don't know. I have been through the ringer with this one. The 1000 Club, when it works, it's a private club as well. It has a lot of members, but they have a lot of administrative issues, just a lot of issues. So I'm not going to sit here and talk about it and promote it and all that kind of stuff. Can't do it. It's private, whatever. But at the end of the day, if and when they do get it together, it will definitely earn and outstrip anything that I have in my portfolio when they get it together. But right now they don't have it together, so don't even worry about that. Let's keep it over there. It's when it works, it will be great. We'll let you know when they get it together. But right now, don't worry about that. Top right, Core 4. We saw Brandon Adams give us the Core 4 rundown on the Brandon Adams Core 4 project. So that's what I call it. It's the project. I'm not sure if he has another name for it, but the Core 4 project is amazing. We know that we have all these programs out here in this space doing whatever they do. Everybody on here is probably engaging in some of this stuff out here and trying to figure out if it works or not work. Well, guess what? Brandon Adams has already done that. Brandon Adams has taken those particular companies and those particular, experts in their field and said, let me vet you. And now I'm only going to bring the ones that are doing what they said it would do. He's done the work. So why not be part of that, right? You don't have to do all of that. He's done that. That's what we do, right? That's why I love what he does, because he has given us an avenue that we don't have to beat our heads against the wall and try to figure out, can we learn all about them? Who's behind it? You don't have to do all of that. That's what Core 4 brings to the table. So I'm really excited about that coming on board. We got Miracle Cash and More, Cash Flow NFT. That one has been a dark horse just quietly doing its thing. And there are haters. Haters will be haters. So don't worry. I get it directly. I get it indirectly. There are people out there that don't care. They will attack any program. Believe me, I've been on calls with Cash Flow, all that. But guess what? They have a solid plan. They are the only organization that I've seen in this crypto space that decided to take a blockchain-based exchange with crypto exchange and trades and so on and so forth, and actually built a brick and mortar store in countries, not one, like multiple, and then decided, you know what? Part of our long-term plan is we're going to take that public. What? So yeah, definitely different. They do have a Phoenix token. They have a massive roadmap. They're creating a massive white paper that keeps growing and growing and growing. So I don't have it because it just keeps growing. So anyway, they've been around for a long time. There's some quality people in the program. I got, highlighted on it. My man Keith French, and there's definitely a lot of others that are champions for it. So I'm looking forward to what what that becomes, right? It's still growing. So that's why it's a support, because it's still building, still growing. And there are some amazing things happening. So we'll see how that pans out, but looking forward to great things happening with that. Humanity Protocol, definitely on deck, but it is one of the support, but it is obviously I'm very active in that like right now because we're trying to build. Neo Zen Tech, Saphir and Zenique. It is a very long-term play. Saphir and Zenique is an actual tokenization leader, and they have partnered with a fintech giant called the My Neo Group. So definitely something that we're gonna hit on here a little later. Cryptex, Cryptex. Let me just give you a little about Cryptex. When I say little, Cryptex, they have what they call a $100 contract that you can leverage a loan for 30,000 or more, and you're going to earn a percentage that compounds every single day. And then in 3, 5, or 7 years, you will earn the interest off of that. You can earn anything from 30,000 up to, I don't know, 6 figures or more. That's what I know, but I haven't been into the future to figure out what that feels like. So until it happens, it happens. But right now, it is one of our, core programs. So you may be asking the question, why do you say core 4, right, within the Prosperity Club or the Team Achieve Prosperity Club, right? So when we first started this back in July 2023, I call it the Final Four. I don't know, basketball was on my mind, I guess. And when I showed like all these different programs, one of our members, Tracy Pope, she said, why don't you call it the Super 7? But if you really want to just focus on those 4, call it Core 4. And guess what? That's what I did. so like I said, there's no magic. There's no real cool, creepy. No, she said, that's a good idea. And I said, I think so too. So that's where the name came from, giving credit where credit is due. What are the benefits of being part of the Team Achieve? Simple stuff, right? One, you get a level of belief in what you're doing. That's one. Without believing or having confidence in investing online, you're going to lose every time. When you talk to somebody about great things happening in your space and you don't have confidence because you're just saying, oh, I need to recruit. No, that's not what we do. That's not what we do, right? I can get into that like forever, but the reason why I say that is some people will get excited and then they'll go talk to somebody close to them. And, I know you can take this to network marketing, you can take this to MLM, all that kind of stuff. This is not like that. This is a membership, right? And I'm just trying to create an environment, a safe environment where you don't have to feel like you have the obligation on your shoulders to go out there and do all this research where you just can't figure out how to make ends meet on the information that you come up with. We already got that covered. So none of us are perfect. We're never going to have a 100% win rate, but what we can do is reduce your risk and increase your income. And that's what I'm here to do. But your belief has to be at a certain level, because when you're talking to somebody and your belief level is weak, your confidence is weak, they will respond to that. They don't know what you're doing, so they can't be responding to what you're doing. They can only respond to your level of belief and confidence. And if you don't have that, then they're going to say, no, it's a scam. No, I don't want no part of it. No, I'm not going to do that. No, get your money out right now. Because they don't know what it is, and your energy is saying you don't believe it. Your belief is everything. Accountability and be present. So for my team, which my community, right, in Team Achieve, anybody that voluntarily decides they want to commit 6 months to working with me, then guess what? Be present. Be present. That's your benefit. Being present amongst like-minded people that are dedicated to leveling up and getting to their financial goals. Secret sauce. There is none. No, I'm just kidding. Study projects, right? There's things that I do to figure out who's who and what's what. Most of the top 4, I know who's behind the program. I've met behind the program, and I've had no conversations, and I continue to have conversations with most of those that are behind the program. So that's where some of that comes from. The programs are coming and going, but the people, that tells you if they're going to keep it running, right? The program itself is the industry is what really dictates the program. But the people behind the program, if you have those connections, then that makes the difference. So you need to make sure that you're teamed up with somebody that can contact the person running the program at the drop of a dime and get a response. If you can do that, then you're in the right place. Build effective networks. I can sit here and talk to everybody on Team Achieve that started with me, July 12th last year, right? If I asked each person, have you been exposed to new networks since we got together? I bet you every single one that's been active will say absolutely, absolutely, because that's what we do, right? We expose people to better networks, build those networks, have effective networks. You got to do that. So there's rewards, monetary gifts. Like today, sometimes we'll throw it out and say, look, we're going to have a quick contest. Give the right answer. Boom. Guess what? Somebody won 100 USDT. Somebody else won 100 USDT. That's, just a little something. Now I have, I'm doing another award that's going to happen by the end of January with the Team Achieve Prosperity Club. So a member, I'm gonna go back and look at some information, which, well, I've done a lot of that already, and determine who contributed to most, not money, but contributed totally, just all around within the Prosperity Club in the last 6 months. And guess what? They're going to get an award by the end of January. Cool. So that's just community things that I like to do. You're going to be exposed to new platforms, community support, all that, and you're going to have these special speakers that come as well. In-person meetup. We talked about this. Guess what? December, we had an opportunity. And a lot of the team took that opportunity, and we met in DC, and we were able to meet each other and really vibe off of the good energy and had some good conversation there. So that actually happened, and I want to do that again. We're going to do some more things this year, and we're already planning out what we're going to do, as kind of an anniversary this coming year. Exclusive clothing. Well, I don't know about all that, but anyway, sounds good. All right, so there's tiers. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. These are tiers of joy, by the way. Player, captain, coach. So I have this internally that I actually determine who's who and what's what, and that's how I determine who's going to get the award. So that's going to happen. This is about energy. Everything is about energy with us, right? So energy, energy, energy. So let's see. So I see the chat, the numbers are moving. So I just wanted to make sure if y'all check, if there's anything I need to know, let me know. I don't have it open. Yeah. So energy is based upon creative coaching and strategic education. So obviously at the event in December, nothing but energy, right? I was excited, boom, energy was off the charts. And that's kind of where that picture comes from. And I'm glad that that was captured. I'm not sure, I know Keith took some pictures and Lambo took some pictures. So anyway, that was amazing. So thank you guys, for capturing, that's a great moment. So beautiful. And it says it all, So L3 Coaching and Consulting Limited has formed the Team Achieve Prosperity Club to assemble a diverse community of hyper-connected individuals with a singular goal: achieve financial freedom, abundance mindset, and unlimited options. So that's my mission here, right? Is to help people really get to where they want to be. Now, here's what's new for 2024, right? It's a 6 months. So 6 months, Team Achieve Prosperity Club. We're going to help you do what is needed to get you to your goal. You define the goal, right? You define the goal, where you want to be in 6 months, where you want to be in 12 months, right? And then we're going to talk about it. Here's all I ask: minimum participation in a Team Achieve Prosperity Club Core 4 projects. There's 4. So the first thing you want to do is determine if you're already in them or if you want to become part of them. Those are the most solid programs that I'm offering you today. So gave you a little background, I'm gonna give you a little more. So that's that core. That's why it's called Core 4, because part of the group, then those are the 4 programs that I would recommend right off the bat. Then that makes you pretty much a member. Masterclass. So what I ask you to do is, there's Crypto 101 that I'm creating. I do have the information. I just got to put it into the LMS. It's a personal development course. There's my personal development course based upon this book, 8 Ways to Be 10 Times Better. There's a personal development course. I will talk about that later today as well in the education piece. What is the next thing? Read the book. So while I was in DC, I gave away some of my books. If you want a copy of the book, you can definitely go to Amazon, you go to Barnes and Nobles, or you can contact me and we will get you a copy. Excuse me. So read the book, 8 Ways to Be 10 Times Better. We're going to talk about that. That's going to be a staple. That's something that I'm going to probably bring up pretty much once a month and really, because I went back and I was reading. I'm like, man, I could be using that right now. Attend each special team meetup. So we have meetups. Sometimes we just all of a sudden say, hey, we need to have a meetup. This is something important. Boom, I need everybody on deck. So if I give you a week, and say this is a special team meetup because of whatever's going on, then definitely want you there. I've never been, you're not going to get everybody all the time, right? So even if you're part of the group, if you're busy, if you have things going on, if whatever, not a problem. I'm not been on that. This is not a job. This is not, an authoritarian government. No, I don't roll like that. If you show up, you benefit. If you don't show up and it's not recorded, you don't benefit. That's on you. You got a goal. You want to reach your goal. You got to show up, right? I'm not going to force you to do anything, but I am going to recommend these are the things that you want to do. And invite one guest every single month. If we have 4 meetings in a month and you decide that you want to kind of raise your game, invite one person and see if you can start building your network, right? I'm building my network, but if you're going to follow the coaching, you need to build your network, right? What are the benefits? Earn quarterly rewards. Yes, you will get monetary and non-monetary. There's other things that we can provide. Learn from topic experts. Yes, we have amazing people out there that we haven't even tapped into that I will invite, and hopefully they will come. One-on-one coaching, group coaching, mentoring, consulting, you will get that like in spades. Access to fabulous networks. Like I said, if you started with us in July to today, think about it. How many people you've been exposed to that you're learning from today, right? That's the networks that have been expanded, right? I can just name every person and I can identify that we've done that. Win free tickets to the Brandon Adams Core 4 networking events. As long as you participate in the program, you will have access to any events like Brandon talked about. We got another event coming up this year. You will be able to win a free ticket to that event, probably with a +1. I'm talking, the whole thing. Access to private millionaire making programs. That right there is going to be for a select group, depending on the qualifications, right? So that's where we're at with that. Keith, do we have anything in the group? Any questions? I see some chat numbers, but I don't know what they're saying. Karen, do you see anything? Nothing? Okay. Maurice?
No, you good, coach.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, everybody just listening and taking it all in, coach. You're good.
Great. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So right now, oh, wow, Victor, thank you, brother. Did you attach affiliate program to your book? Well, hey, Blue Sky, we can definitely talk about that. That's a great idea. Claudia, hey, what's happening? Claudia is in the house. Thank you, Maurice. Karen, okay. Jane in the house. Thank you. Oh, Jane, man. Jane, my leader from Kenya. She is crushing it. Oh, my God. Jane is an absolute monster when it comes to recruiting. Thank you for honesty and integrity. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, guys. All right. You know what? Right now, I want to do something before I do this, right? Because I'm gonna bring up our next speaker, and I think that you all, if you need a break, if you need to, grab like a cup of coffee, a bottle of water, if you need to get, some crackers, whatever it is. Look, right now is the time to do that because I don't want you to miss anything that's about to go down. I'm talking, we are about to set this thing off. We've been talking about, here's some concepts, the Core 4 project that's coming. Now we're about to get into the education. Now we're about to get into some education, right? And man, look, I want to give you a chance. Like, let me just make sure. Let me go over here and take a look. All right, bathroom break, cool. Definitely. Take a couple of minutes.
Coach. If we can get like 5-10 minutes to reconstitute ourselves, it would be appreciated.
Because we about halfway, by the way. All right, cool. Let me go ahead and take that off. Stop share. Okay. All right. Wow. Amazing, amazing. So this is the time. Like, if you got questions, comments, hey, Anthony Hale is here. My good friend, you are in the house. Thank you for being here. Okay. Bam. Let's go. Karen, co-host. Where did she go? Okay, there we go. Boom. All right. All right. So let me see. I know I saw Terrence Pounds was in here earlier. Is Terrence still here? I don't know. He said he's gonna pop by. Who else we got? Zuhair, my good friend, mashallah, he is here. Ron G, my man. Anybody, like I said, take a quick break. We're gonna kick it. I mean, this is about to just be set on fire. I'm so excited. I can't even sit still. So my man Willis is in the house. Wendell, Victor, Vanessa, Tyra, Tracy, Timmy, Roz is here. Mr. Malone, Roshan Malone. Thank you for being here, sir. And Raul is here. We see Paulette, Noble L, Montavious Williams, Marshall Oliver, my man is here. Murph is in the house. Linda White, Letty, thank you for being here. Lee Ray, my good friend Lee, where you at, Lee? I can't find you. Oh man, I can't see. She's here somewhere. Anyway, look, y'all don't know Lee. I got a joke with Lee because she is always on the Zooms, and she is an amazing person. And but she works nights, so when she comes on, I know that she don't turn her camera on because she probably be falling asleep when I'm talking. But Lee is amazing. She's amazing. But she's dropped a lot of knowledge on us. She really helped Team Achieve with some information that people were able to take to the bank, literally. What? Blue Sky is over there in Panera. What? Oh, wait a minute. What y'all doing out there? Lunchtime or something? Look, I ain't trying to take that much time. All right, let's see. Kennard Haney in the house. Yes. Larry Keith. Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan, man, my good man. Jonathan, man, look, if you're around for the next, 40 minutes or so, we're gonna dive into humanity. We're definitely going to have a conversation about that. Joe Williams in the house, my man, Joe, been around for some time. We've been rolling, hanging. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your support. Jane is in the house. Jackie Reed. I know Jackie probably out there shooting hoops, but hey, she's here. Thank you. Isidro, my man. Thank you for being here. Absolutely appreciate it. French, thank you, sir. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for great conversation yesterday. We have Fred Mazik is in here. Don B, my man, is in the house. Y'all don't know, me and Don go way back, man. And I learned a lot from Don in the contracting days, man. It got me to where I actually signed up to work in contracting here recently. So, man, see, influenced me to do things like that. But now we on a whole nother path. Delisa in the house. Delisa, always an honor. It's always an honor. I respect and honor you for being here. Thank you. Diane is in the house. Diane is an absolute leader here as well. She's been on some calls with us with the new platform. So I know she is leveling up. My man Dexter Moon. Oh my gosh. Y'all just don't know. I really wanted to, Dex, I wanted to bring you on. I wanted you to talk about, some things. You're an absolute entrepreneur. We've been rolling together for years, man. We've had some good times. We had some challenges, but at the end of the day, Dexter, he's been a mentor to me, in entrepreneurship and in life. Like really respect. Appreciate you being here. So thank you. Claudia. Yeah, we've been down this road. Oh my gosh. Claudia has been a staple in this space. She's never been afraid to take risks. Right? A lot of people are scared. A lot of people, they just won't part with their money. But Claudia got big dreams. Claudia is taking care of business, and she was one of the people that offered me an opportunity that really, really took off and made me and a lot of people a lot of money. So thank you, Claudia, for being the leader you are. Blue sky, blue. Man, look, because of LamboDrew, and the Leverage Show, I know about Blue Sky, and Blue Sky has been a staple in my development and how I move in the comment space. How do you, when you get on a call, when you get on a Zoom, when you get on a live stream, how do you perform? What are you supposed to do? Just watch Blue Sky and she'll show you how it's done. Look, I don't even know if Blue Sky is a male or female. All I know is Blue Sky. That's all I know. So if I say she or he, I don't even know. I don't even know. All I know is that's a good person, period. Anthony Hale, there you are. I'm going up the list, by the way, folks. Anthony, my good friend. Anthony is like he's just a great brother to me. He's just there. Like he's one of those guys that is there for you, period. Like there for you, and I'm honored to know him, have him as a friend. We both are part of a nonprofit organization out here in Cali, and we're just trying to help some folks, trying to mentor some kids, and really mentor each other. And so I honor him. I appreciate him. He's like the analytical piece of me, the piece that I don't have, by the way. And he he helps me to analyze programs, and he's that guy, and very, very smart, and I totally respect him. I see Andrea Kendrick is here. Thank you. Maurice, my man. Where'd Maurice go? He ran off. Maurice, you better get in. I know. I ain't calling out no numbers because I know I know Anthony will be like, nope, that number don't work. Something wrong. Maurice, thank you for hosting and co-hosting and hanging in with me, man. Definitely we're gonna have that conversation, man. I know it's coming. It's coming.
I got you.
It's all good. And Keith,
You'll
oh
show
my
up at your
gosh.
door one day.
You know, I know. That's why I say I got to make this happen before that happens. But but yeah. And as I roll up, I got the co-hosts are popping in. So Keith, my man Keith Lakeman, out of Canada, man, Canada, he is holding it down. Man, if y'all were a fly on the wall with some of the conversations me and Keith had, whoo, Lord. He keep me straight though. He keep me straight. So thank you, man. Thank you. I honor you for all that you do and all that you do to help, what we're doing and the mission, the vision. I mean, you're locked in, and I'm honored, man. Thank you. Karen has come on the scene and literally took it by storm. Karen, she was the embodiment of take action. She walked in the door and took action, like absolutely took action. And she's continuing to do that. And so definitely honored to have Karen as an amazing driving force for what we do. And she has an amazing team that she supports, and she's 100 with it, 100 with it. And she came at a time where she had went through some things with, we all been through these crazy programs, and, and Brandon talked about it. Novatech has been around for years. I mean, who would think that it would disappear? Like, no way, right? And I wasn't in it, by the way, just so y'all know. Wasn't in Hyperverse, Hypertech, none of that. Nope. I watched it go up, watched it go down. But I've had some bad experiences too. So I'm not comparing. I'm just saying I just personally wasn't in it. So I have to, listen to other people talk about it. So with that, I know Karen has some challenges, but man, she came and said, look, what do we need to do? Let's go. Look, I got a team. I got to support my team. Let's go. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And she definitely took action, and it's been amazing from day one. So all of that, and who else I got? I hope I didn't miss. Sorry, wait a minute. I know Murph is in the house. I mean, Murph, I don't know. I don't know if I identified you, but hey, look, man, if y'all don't know, Murph is in the house. My man Murph is an absolute leader. If you want to know anything about building networks, if you want to know anybody about learning about compensation plan, if you want to know anything about this industry and how to make it happen, my man Murph is in the house. Definitely. Ron, look, Ron kept me up, man. I was out in Texas, right? I'm making a trip back, me and the kids, and oh my gosh, I'm talking 20 hours plus, driving from Texas to Cali. And I hit Arizona and I'm rolling. I'm like, man, this is a long trip. Boom. Get on with Ron G. Oh man, Ron, look, I can't say nothing but thank you. Like, that was crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So thank you, Ron, for being a staple in this community, and really being a voice of reason for me. You know, we've had some conversations. I've been able to take a step back and look at things in a different way because of our conversations. You know, and and I know I'm gonna tell you, I got stories for everybody. But Letty has been a phenomenal leader. We started like back in like early, like January, February 2021, just trying to make it happen. You know, I was one of those guys that saw the shiny objects and I was like, yo, we got to get in this. Boy, this whole industry is amazing. Where has it been? And I dove in and yeah, dove in and it's like, wait a minute, where am I going? Wait a minute, why am I still falling? It was horrible. Anyway, we learned from that. We learned from that. And today we have an amazing organization. We have amazing people. And we're going to have an amazing speaker that coming up right now. So look, I hope you guys are back, ready to rock and roll. Anybody that I missed, believe me, I will come back and we'll talk. I want my water. Let me get my water. Yeah, Maurice, I'm good, man.